Oppan Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. Oppan Gangnam Style. Hey.
Of course! Of course!
alternate location, so sound is crap. Right. Now, as I recall, you had all woken up on the morning of the 18th.
Yep. You and I would prepare, get stuff gathered up for the journey.
Yep.
I mean, you can help. I mean, the original idea was you were going to go see your wizard house in the morning while we got things ready, but you saw it the night before.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll help.
Do you think it would be a good idea to get a local guide to tell us the way further north to this cavern we have to go into?
At least get some, maybe some maps of the area.
Hmm.
I don't think it would be a good idea to tell them exactly where we're going, but if we get some maps of the area and...
I mean, going north is pretty vague.
Yes. I mean, there could also be several caverns up there. How do we know which one is the right one? We could maybe find you to ask her for more information, but
I'm sure she'll be less than willing to part with it.
why is that? She wants our help.
She seems to have a lot of information that would be helpful that she's just not sharing.
You're just referring to that she won't give you any information about how she knows you so well.
That too. Well, wouldn't it bother you?
I suppose it would, but I know magic works in mysterious ways that I don't even pretend to try to understand. And there's not like there's anything I can do about it if she knows me from some other realm or time or something. I shall go see if I can find her. Perhaps we can.
See if she's got anything
She
else
can be
to
more
say.
specific as opposed to the nature of the cave or any landmarks in the vicinity that might help us.
Landmarks would help.
So we'll go to the tavern,
The tavern we go.
see if she's there again.
You arrive at the tavern. There's the fires are low, and there's only Talia there.
Good morrow, Talia.
Here to break your fast, are you?
No, we were wondering if Zhu was here at all.
Well, I haven't seen her. She'll still be at the Strong and Bold.
Strung in the boat. Oh, no doubt she was probably the one who hired that one other room.
Couldn't rightly say.
Thank you very much. We shall try there.
Thank you. May you always find shade warm.
What a waste of time.
Yeah, Karen next door.
Yeah, I was just
Oh,
saying,
no,
yes.
actually only next door.
I suppose this is to
Well,
sarcastically
actually,
say
his Mother Good's house is in between you.
down. It's just like it'd be what, like a minute walk, something like that.
Minute walk in ankle deep snow.
With their shoes, pretty good.
Oh, okay, no, it isn't too far away.
So we'll return to the
In
inn and Strong and Bold and go to the other room that was being done up. Last we were there anyway. And I'll knock on the door.
There's a lengthy pause, and then someone says, "Come in, Saphira."
Thank you. I'll open the door and
As the door opens, you were expecting to see some sort of strange and exotic interior, but it's a room just like yours,
another fairly pricey one, but yeah.
but dark. There's a shape sitting in one of the comfortable recliners beside the fire, completely in shadow. You barely make out the shape of two guards. You've seen
Saw them on the entering the tavern the other day. Would you prefer I step into the shadow before we speak?
Please. You feel the warmth from the fire, at least.
I will step into the shadow. I don't know if there's anywhere else to sit or whether there's I'll probably just stand anyway. Sorry to intrude, but I was wondering, in order to help facilitate in finding said cavern to the north, we are not familiar with the region, so are there any landmarks or any information you could give in order to facilitate in us finding this place? I mean, there could be dozens of caverns north of here.
A map in this region is useless. If you had it, you could use a small section of the snow to find your way, but you don't. Instead, I suggest that you wait 1 hour past the dawn of Prime, then follow the sun. You will find it. You must find it before the sun goes down, or it will not be there again.
Until tomorrow, or?
Perhaps ever.
Interesting. So directly north, follow the sun. Just after prime. Very well. Is there any other landmarks or anything that we can use to guide us? Any particular cliffs or...
None that are not moving. Have you not glimpsed the horizon this day?
No.
Maybe you should.
Very well, thank you. We shall hopefully return with the artifact. He watch over you who was judge of all the world.
Thunder rolls. Fire gutters a bit in the place.
If anybody can watch you in here.
I would be less free with requests of watchfulness so far at the north. There are many eyes and sneaky traps for waiting your toes.
Hopefully...
You must be careful who you trust, priest of the Justice God.
Thank you. Well... leave, basically.
Before you go, I will give you one piece of advice from your own holy texts. A parable. And there came into Venice a man all in rags, and he had a small following. And the nobles turned him away and called him peasant, but into the village on the festival night he did go. And amidst the crowd he did say to them, Behold this! And he brought it forth, for it is a carrot. And all around him knew that it was so, for it was orange, with a green top.
Thank you. No. But the two guards, I'll give the two guards a nod and then basically leave. Well, as soon as it hits prime, you suggested that we follow the sun, heading north.
Okay, so we have to go out and follow the sun.
What stellar advice.
And then we should find it.
No,
But
no, not at prime. After.
Yes, just we leave.
What after?
We leave after prime. Yes.
What time now?
I suppose we'll go outside and look around and sort of.
You've got about
We don't-
half the hour.
I mean, they don't do bells or anything here, do they? I'm guessing they actually work on a different time because they're from a different time, or do they?
The hours are sounded once from the Church of Thor's Horn.
Yeah. And he's still doing that?
Well, you were woken up at prime by it, I'm
Okay,
guessing, so...
Did she have anything else to say?
That a map would not help us. That we had to find it before the sun went down. Or
Well,
we
you
may
can't
never...
follow the sun when it's down, Saphira.
Yes, but we may not be able to camp up and then search again the next day, for it may not be there. Also, apparently, the horizon is changing.
Well, they did say the glaciers were...
I was wondering if that's what she was referring to, yes. So perhaps landmarks would not help us.
Well, then we should make ready.
How are we for food supplies?
We still have 15 days worth of food per person, so...
We shouldn't be any longer than that.
So it's just us going?
Yes, is there anybody else you think should be going with us?
Well, I don't really know anyone else here, so... Oh, Lee, that was what I was meant to ask. Do you have a birthmark in the shape of a dragon?
No dragon.
Wirram?
No.
I think it's a bit impolite to ask those questions of someone you've only met. If he wishes to tell us at some stage, you can.
No, I just
Yes, I know.
thought it might have been another
point.
coincidence.
Are you going to ask every visitor that joins our group the same question?
Maybe.
She said to you yesterday that you were the last of your tribe. I'm so sorry. What happened? If you don't mind talking about it.
Bad man come, kill tribe.
The same one you're hunting?
No.
Not the Frostwalker?
No. No. His name. Where did I put his name?
Where do I put? That's a strange name. Where do I put?
Where did I put?
Where I put his?
His name, Huai Xing. He Tomo of Hai Xing. He big chief.
Okay.
He come kill my people.
Were you at war with his people? Or
No war.
he just came out of nowhere and wiped you all out? How did you survive? Were you away hunting or something? Or?
No. Skill. Kill people.
So you're not hunting this Frostwalker because he didn't have anything to do with your...
No. He not kill my tribe. No.
So what is your quarrel with him?
I never see before.
Do you want to kill him just because you've never seen him before?
No, I must or Hai Xing kill me.
Oh.
Must kill here man.
Well,
But not that here man.
I know, yes, the Frostwalker. Well, this is the first step. Apparently the more artifacts we get, the weaker he gets, so...
The town is stirring in its morning activities. It seems that there's no rest for the wicked as Rangar and Helga are both working on repairing that partially collapsed building. They're about. Barrels are being rolled out of the brewery and over to the winds. Fires around, the braziers around town are being checked and refilled, and as lamps and lanterns turned off. Guard shifts are being changed around the walls and gates.
We'll wait to the right time at the, I suppose, the north end of the village, and then...
I go find big man with bone. I go see for short time.
How much longer do we have before?
Well, like I said, you're at about half the hour. You spent about 5 minutes talking. This far up hours are not that long. A third of an hour? I really should get around to making that little cardboard clock I can turn the dial on.
Oh, well, you'd probably have time to go and chat with him. If you can find him quickly, anyway. If he's in the main hall or something, I don't know.
It may be easy to find. He's currently working in the stables.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I'll just find a perch and observe.
I'll
Well,
run.
sorting out my sword.
I'll run to the stables with the dragon bone. And then hopefully he's there somewhere.
He's not easy to miss. Yeah, he's just finished lifting a horse up to the top part of the stable so that the bottom part can be cleaned out.
Big man. I ask question. Big man. This your bone? Can you break? No, give him the bone. Can you break bone?
Snap.
So you can snap the dragon bone?
You now have 2 half dragon bones. They come to a nice point.
Thank you.
You may no longer use it as a club.
That's it.
It's an edged weapon now.
Piercing.
Yeah.
2 piercing.
Piercing, so yeah, that makes sense.
Share, big man. Thank.
He continues to shovel crap. Is that all anyone wants to do in the limited time you have remaining?
We've
I
got
might as
gear.
well utter a prayer before we go. Basically.
Very well. Oh, what have you memorized for today?
Yes, I
I
already.
need to know.
That's this.
Well, I guess I don't, but yeah, forget I asked.
Oh, okay.
No, Callum, what do we say? No, you didn't learn that one. No, you didn't learn that one.
He's got them in a little
I've
pocket.
got them here.
Fine.
I actually organised this at the end of last session because as soon as I went to
So
sleep,
do your prayer thing.
it's cure light wounds, detect evil, and protection from evil. I sense there might be some evil.
You think?
Colour spray, colour spray, and colour
May
spray.
Tor guide our footsteps to where we wish them to
Oh,
go.
that's right, colour spray.
I think normal fires and colour spray.
Vengar's arguing with Eve. Outside of the Chief's Hall. Just as you're finishing your prayer, and thunder rolls again. And she looks up and shakes her fist at the sky and says, "Do I ask for your counsel?" And then a loud harp sounds from the temple.
Harp.
Harp.
Okay.
I think that's our signal to leave.
Says Sulin as she drops down from the rooftop.
Where were you?
Up.
Around.
You did come out of some of the strangest places out of nowhere, Sulin.
And? Would you rather your back be watched?
Oh, I do not discourage it. It just gives me mild heart attacks now and then. When you suddenly appear.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten used to it already.
I'd become a nervous wreck if I expected it all the time. Oh well. No need to tarry any longer, let us go.
Once you are clear of the walls of the town of Norgard, and you set forward towards the sun, you don't need a perception roll to notice that those distant mountainous glaciers appear to be 4 times bigger than they were. Either that or they're closer.
Could be a bit of both.
You can also see that far north there were raging blizzards and lightning strikes around those peaks.
Hopefully we find the cave before we reach the base of the glaciers, or before it reaches us.
That would be ideal.
Is nice weather. Good day for a walk.
It was actually a good deal more pleasant than it was yesterday.
What's happening to the glaciers is interesting, though. I'd like to get closer and have a look at some point.
Well, you are getting closer. Right, everyone give me a d20 roll.
Anything specific?
Luck.
I don't have a stat for that.
No one does.
Oh, yep, yeah, just leave it on that one.
It was an 18.
It was an,
I think.
it was an 18.
Yeah, I got
19, yeah.
I got 14.
I got 19.
I
got 11.
6. But it has rolled into a 20.
Did he touch it in between?
No.
Mine knocked his.
20 it is then.
Okay.
There you go.
Just be aware that it's going to work against you
Yeah.
as well.
So I got 6, yeah.
Well, someone got a 20, so we'll not have the ambush. You have been waylaid by... Oh, look, your destination. Yeah, so you have been travelling for half a day. And finally you come across a mount over a hill, and then down below is an outcropping of ice thrusting through the snow. And there's an entryway into that.
Sophia.
You think this could be it?
Well, I haven't seen any other ice caves along the way.
True, and we've already been travelling for almost half the day. I suppose we have to venture forth and pray that it is the correct one.
You want me have look first? Or go?
If you can ascertain if there's anything that could be dangerous in there safely, then by all means.
I look.
Thank you.
What you doing?
Gonna slowly walk up and just check if I can spot anything, or if I
Alright, give me a tracking roll.
tracking. What did I get? Let's say 7. That's good. I need to find what I'm doing.
As long as it's below your stat, which it should be, with a 7.
Yes, it is. Hooray. Over 7, which is good.
Well,
The area outside the ice cave has been well travelled by nothing. Completely flat, wind-blown snow. And then smooth ice leading up to the cave itself.
Can I poke at the ice with my staff to see if anything happens?
Yes, it goes thump.
That's okay. It look okay. It look okay. Come.
Okay.
I'll trust Lee's judgment and
I'll advance.
yep. I will carefully, when it gets to that smooth ice, very carefully walk there because
Your movement rate is effectively reduced by half. And there is an entrance. And it goes down. There are steps.
Are the steps made of ice?
Yes.
but they're not slippery or anything like
They
that. Oh, they are? Okay.
Why would
You just have to be careful.
Why would the steps be made of ice? This is as dumb as the steps made of swords.
It's the easiest substance to get up here. You can just carve out whatever shape you like.
Sophia, you're loud.
Yes.
We're entering a cave where there could be things.
Well, we're here to get things.
I understand.
So,
How,
What's party order?
how dark?
Yeah, I was about to say,
how
how
dark is it in there?
That's a good question too, actually.
well, it's the stairwell that leads down is dark. As in dark. As in you can't see.
Okay.
I was afraid of that.
I'll light a torch.
Okay, you light a torch.
Make sure you keep it away from the any ice, be it the ceiling, the stairs, like anything that could be structural.
Okay, so party order?
Yes.
Send
Probably-
woman first. Expendable.
Nice. Well, you are the two who can detect any traps, am I correct? Or you can. So probably.
Lee, the sexist champion of your Jor-Karroc one.
So I'm thinking actually Lee goes ahead because he can detect anything like that.
You say it in character.
Well, you seem to be good at tracking and detecting any danger, so perhaps you should advance.
Yeah,
And then-
I go.
So when he fails the traps, he can go first. I'll follow.
You want to go next? Or?
I better follow.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'll take rear guard.
I figured that. I was going to suggest me next, then Adrian, and then you at the rear. If you're observant, if anything sneaks up from behind, you should be able to ascertain its whereabouts.
And I won't be tempted to push anyone.
Are we done? You descend into the icy stairway. Eventually the slippery ice gives way to hewn ice which has been roughed, so that it is only a quarter speed reduction. The temperature gets colder, even for you. The single torch gutters from a gust of wind from below. But in that brief moment of dimness, you can see that there is a hint of illumination down and ahead. There are several square holes cut into the walls, but you can't see what might be in them. A keen eye and experienced dweller of Arctic areas or tundras may notice that as the further down you go, the ice has ever so slightly been carved in the walls. Shallow impressions of pictographic scenes, people dashing across flat areas chasing creatures which possess more or fewer limbs than you are used to seeing. Sometimes mountainous areas where people of various heights face off against strange creatures with wings in the air. At this point, a sense of fairness asks me, is anyone checking for traps?
Well, I was just about to say I'll be like 5 to 10 steps ahead of everyone, just
Using
So,
the detect trap.
trying to.
I mean, I point out that a check for traps takes about a minute or so, or 10 minutes, depending on the area you're doing. In a staircase, I'd say like a minute because of the small area you're working with. So are you taking that time with every step?
So the best call
every
to do
step.
is
Well,
actually
sort of every few steps.
use your perception to see anything that's
Unusual,
odd,
yeah.
and then use.
Nope. Check for traps is a check like that.
Is it?
Oh, okay.
No,
Normal perception cannot reveal traps.
no, I mean. Oh, okay.
Well,
I know.
sorry.
You know what I mean. Yeah.
Critical success can, but
Yeah.
And I'm guessing the rest of the party will object if I just pick her up and throw her down the stairs.
Oh, that's
to-
why I'm
to
two
check
people
for
behind.
traps.
I'd like to see you try.
Well, so I've got me between and Adrian. We're between you and her. Like
And
you're
the
as far away from each
staircase is too narrow. Like the legend says, only a man whose heart is pure can retrieve the treasure. Only a man whose ass is narrow can get down these stairs. And as you are such a man, you can have the treasure.
It means I can't have the treasure.
And if women are so worthless in your culture, they're not worth going to the effort of doing that with. So.
Can we get on with this? Are you or are you not checking for traps?
I would at the start,
Right.
definitely.
So,
Percentile.
when did you stop is where I'm asking.
It's a percentile.
It is a percentile roll.
The thing is, you can't. If you check for traps constantly, it's going to take for fucking ever, isn't
Well,
it?
I mean, what
Like-
I'm asking here is, are you doing a proper check for traps or are you doing a
Just like
cursory check?
Yeah, like a cursory.
Because it applies a penalty to the roll.
Yeah.
So basically what you're doing is just going tap, tap,
Yeah.
tap with the stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
roll.
And you're 10.
Not in my 10.
Is that number less than your find traps?
And
Yeah,
fucking
It better be!
7.
It's a 7.
Is it less than that with a minus 20?
Probably still. I
27.
would like to
Rogue
think.
skills.
Road skills.
So, you
So second-
basically,
second
is
page.
27 less than your
Second
find
page.
remove traps?
Third page, isn't it? So then it'd be
Not quite.
like 25.
Good thing it doesn't matter because of what the hell you described you were doing it. So basically your stuff gets tangled up in razor wire.
That's okay. It's not my league.
Yeah, 4d6 damage.
Wow.
that could potentially
So
be
the,
full
the stuff is
nature.
basically thoroughly ensnared in razor wire. It's cutting into it and damaging the finish of the stuff. Basically.
But what even is razor wire to us? I mean, that's not even a
It's,
common thing.
Thorn bush stuff. Look.
It's basically like wire with
Yeah.
like long blades twisted.
Oh yeah,
into
I
it.
know what it actually is, but I mean, like to us, we wouldn't have come across that very often.
Quite likely we would have.
Oh, okay.
Well, rogues will have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can someone help staff out? Stuck.
I'll give you this one because
Yeah.
you know it's
I was
early in the
gonna-
run. So Mr. Big Shield can just press down on the razor wire with his big shield. And
Oh,
you can
that
walk
will-
across the shield.
That would. Oh, okay. So that would actually work. Okay.
Are the stairs too narrow for us to do that though? Or?
Well, you could pass the shield to him,
Ah, okay.
and then you can use the shield. You just sort of scrape the wire off staff and then leave shield there. You know, equipment.
Okay,
is
I'll go
useful.
try this, and then I'll hand you the shield and see if you can.
Ah, I put down and stand.
You should be able to use it to free your staff first too.
So I'll get my staff back. And now we all die.
Your shield has taken 14 points of damage, which I believe will be enough to scratch it.
Right, so I put the shield down, get my staff, walk across, and wait for everyone else.
Okay.
I assume you keep doing your
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
wait.
You find yourself in a corridor ahead, it turns left. The corridor is wide enough for... corridor is 1 square wide. So basically 5 foot wide.
I
so you
assume
can
you-
pass each other on
I'll
that.
assume you retrieve my shield and pass it back down to me.
The light from the torch is reflected dimly from some minor algal contamination of the area. A light powdering of frost covers the floor, meaning it crunches slightly with the incautious step. But it also means that you've got some traction and grip.
Well, not that you can be stealthy with all of us here anyway, so.
I'm looking around behind Rodder 1, so no, I don't see anything.
So, as rear guard, can you just give me a perception roll for the journey down the stairs?
Alright, downstairs then. 13, and perception's done on
Wisdom.
wisdom. Dead even.
never mind then. It was in a minor detail. So here you are in a hallway.
And then it goes one way.
This.
It goes ahead, and then it turns to the left.
Are there still etchings on the ice on the walls?
Not here.
Not here.
There is still the occasional square hole cut into it.
Okay. Could I possibly guess that they might be torch sconces or anything like that, or do they
You
not
could guess
quite?
whatever you want.
Yeah, but I mean, would there be anything that would rule that out? Looking,
You can't see very far into them because of the
okay.
lack of light.
Yeah. What do you think these holes are for?
Spears.
Ever the optimist, aren't you, Adrian?
You asked for a guess.
Maybe arrow, maybe bone, maybe for nothing, maybe for window. So we keep going.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Feel free to check for any further dangers. We don't want to step into more of that horrible wire stuff.
Go ahead.
It's 61.
You don't find any traps.
No.
Okay, so about 10 yards after your first turn, there is a passage leading off to your left, and it continues straight ahead. Both passages fade off into dimness. Your torch doesn't illuminate far enough. Torches are 20 feet, 20 yards, right?
I think so.
Doesn't illuminate far enough.
I would suggest the direct path is probably more.
Are there any
likely.
writings on the wall here?
Nothing. The walls are uniform.
Okay.
You'll notice that they're slightly cambered.
Oh, okay.
But so is the path. The whole is just ever so slightly trapezoidal.
I don't think splitting up would be a good idea, so going straight might be the best bet.
We can always double back if we need to.
Exactly.
Roll a perception check. It's 2.
That's good.
It's very good.
See if I can notice any difference between the corridors at all. Air, smell, anything.
Okay, that's a fairly significant roll, so I'll just do a quick look-see ahead. Ahead of you smells slightly of long dead. To the left tunnel smells a little bit like a medicine man's tent that has been unoccupied for many years.
This street is smell like dead person, and this way smell like wise man, like medicine.
Like herbs, sulfur.
I'll just say medicine because
Well, maybe we should check out the left passage first then.
It does seem less ominous.
We might find something useful as well.
Who knows?
Anyone mapping this?
No one's mapping it, no.
No, but I mean, I could start now. I mean, it's not too complex until at all
I
yet.
mean, I'm not
so-
going to give you accurate measurements, but... Okay, so you head off down there and you come to... a wooden door. And it appears to be not quite set in the frame right, and is A simple try of it reveals that it's stuck. Wait, sorry, that's the wrong door. A simple wooden door that is stuck.
Do you want to try forcing it, Saphira?
Yeah, I'll give it a go. Nice. It's in single digits, whatever it is. 5. That's well below my strength.
It's your open doors roll. Besides strength on your character sheet. What?
Oh, 8 is the number on there.
Okay, so what is your number?
5.
Which seems to me to be less than 8, so the door goes. So you all flood into the room, and you see a narrow. It's basically it's a big room from what you were expecting. The torch can't see the far side. And it has... Can you even see that? No, you can't. Doesn't appear to have any other exits that you can see from where you are. A narrow shaft descends from the room into a sort of glowing cyst below. Dark, sort of purplish glow emanates from it. A corpse lies in front of an open chest on the west side of the room, just a little bit further down from where the door is. As you move the torch around, you can roll a perception check.
Nope.
It's because you're moving the torch around. No. There we go.
Yeah.
When his torch
Yep.
moves closer to the glowing thing at the bottom of the pit, it glows brighter.
Oh, look.
And you
The glow. Big glow.
Oh, is it glowing brighter as we move further into the room?
The torch. Make
Oh,
glow.
it's glowing brighter in response to the torch. I'll move closer towards it with the torch.
It's brighter.
So, like, it starts lighting up the room properly. Yeah.
Not quite that
Okay.
brighter, but it seems to feed off of the light of the torch.
Does the torch get dimmer as...
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Also, it's actually drawing, like it's actually feeding off the torch directly, as in it's
You
taking
notice that
power
the
away
return
from
you
it.
get from its glow is greater than the lost illumination of the torch.
Does this spread along the wall or anything? Does it?
It just makes more of the cyst light up
Oh, okay. So,
at the moment.
so it's gradually lighting up the entire room?
Well, you
Oh,
can now
lower.
see that there is an exit on the southern wall in the far corner.
Southern, what direction did we come in?
You came in on the west,
Okay, cool.
just over halfway up. And the southern exit is on the far corner. It appears to have a stone door.
Is there much in the room?
The cyst seems to be the main thing
Oh, okay.
in the room, in the pit that leads down to it.
I'm gonna go look at the corpse carefully
Okay.
and try and check the chest for any traps. So I'm just-
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, that one there, isn't it? No, I don't find any traps.
As far as you're concerned, it's fine.
Seems legit, bro.
The corpse, you would estimate, would be about 2 months old.
But it's been in the ice. Or is it 2 months in the ice?
It's not in, it's on.
No, I mean, in cold area.
You think it's been here for 2 months. because you have survival tundra. I don't need you to roll that. You're used to appraising these. He's been here for 2 months.
So it's pretty
The
well
chest is
preserved.
filled with torches. About 5 of them are still useful. There is also many flint and tinders, only 1 set of which is any good now. Are you searching the corpse?
I'm going to poke it with my staff first.
It goes thump.
Just to make sure there's nothing inside the corpse.
It goes thump.
Cool. Then yes, I will search the corpse.
Okay. Most of his gear is brittle with the frost, but you do find one very desiccated piece of parchment on him, and it is covered in strange writing that you can't read.
Is it common tongue?
Yes.
Smart man, you read.
Oh, okay.
You can have it.
It is basically part of a set of instructions, from what you can gather.
Yeah.
The part that says, "Don't lose your bloody torch before you reach the room with the cyst. You're going to need it."
I'll relay that. So it looks like we need to light up the cyst down there.
I will poke the chest with my staff to make sure nothing jumps out before I get the torches.
Where are you poking it?
Ooh. Well, obviously it's open because we can see what's in there. So
Is it breathing?
I will get the staff and poke it in amongst the torches and things.
Okay. They rumble around a little. They move around as your staff pokes through them. You damage one now, there are only 4 useful.
I back away slowly and say, you, woman, you come look. Find torch.
Put down pack. Pull out lantern. Don't need one. Put lantern back in bag.
She has a magic box full of sunlight.
Because I'm guessing it's not lit.
It's not lit, but
She has a magic box full of nothing.
I mean, I have one. I just didn't think to bring it with me.
Why would you not bring your pack? How'd you bring all this stuff?
I brought my bag. I just
Yeah.
didn't bring my lantern.
Is it not in there or hanging off of it?
That's okay, his ring's good for another few days.
You can also just create light.
Yeah.
So
Something in chest is not dead. It's moved.
I'll get the torches.
Okay,
So I'll reach in and
you reach into the chest and you retrieve 4 torches that are in good condition.
yeah.
Are you having a loot round the bottom to see what he said was moving?
No, I just want the torches.
Yeah, you have the torches.
Yeah. I don't care about something moving in there.
Did you get the flint?
I don't. Was there flint in the
He
box?
did say there was flint in the box.
Oh, okay. Sure, I'll get.
Don't
the
we
flint.
have flint?
So you rummage around on the bottom looking for the flint and tinder that came loose and is rumbling around in the bottom.
Sure.
Okay. No.
Sexy lady. 성숙해 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 여자. 이때다 싶으면 묶었던 머리 푸는 여자. 가렸지만 웬만